Hi everybody, I'm Jesus.
My name's Anna.
And we are Chez Núñez. We help artists build profitable brands.
What are we doing here today, Jesus?
Today we're gonna answer a question that we got from one of our students. Somebody who's involved in the Chez Núñez community.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if they're
Actually, I'm not quite sure.
It's
not
anonymous.
It's
so
anonymous, but
don't know.
it's somebody in the Chez Núñez community who had a really good question, so we're gonna take some time and just answer it.
Yeah, we thought it would be fun. And we hear questions kind of related to this quite often and we experience it as well, so we thought, let's just chat about it. Basically in the survey, we asked a question that was, what challenges are you currently experiencing in your business or your side hustle? And this anonymous person said, how to build up an online presence, i.e. on Instagram with its crazy algorithms, while staying sane and true to my concept of slow, deep work. And I don't know about you, this just like hit me in the heart. I was like, oh, aren't we all trying to do this, trying to build an online presence, navigating algorithms, trying to stay sane and be artists at the same time. So we chatted about it and we have some advice or just some of our thoughts in response to this. Yeah. Why don't you kick us off?
All right, so in my opinion, I think there's like the strategy and then there's the tactics. An analogy that I really like is strategy is, let's say you bought a piece of land, like you're not just gonna show up and start building something. You're gonna hire an architect, you're gonna hire an engineer, you're gonna survey the land. The strategy is more or less making your plan of like, here's what I need to build, here's the end goal. And then the tactics can be something, it's like, all right, you already planned out the thing you're gonna build, now I'm gonna hire the carpenter, the mason, the plumber, the guys that are gonna put the roof on, right? You get all these different specific people to come and execute on this strategy. So I think the first step is having a very clear strategy. Well, not confusing your strategy for your tactics, because I feel like sometimes you almost put the cart before the horse. Yeah. And saying like.
And I think as artists too, we get really excited about like the doing of the different things, like the Instagram or the Instagram. We get excited about like Instagram or email or like, but those are all tactics that are part of the strategy. Right.
So I think the overall strategy, and it's really up to the individual as to what the strategy should be. But I think sometimes we confuse people's tactics, like, oh, they're posting a bunch on Instagram, or you almost have this envy of like, you know, you see the outside veneer, but you don't know what the strategy is. You don't know why they're doing what they're doing, which then I think as individuals, as entrepreneurs, as entrepreneurs or people that have side hustles, you're kind of like, you feel like you're trying to play catch up, but it's because
it's moving targets when you're just chasing the tactics and you don't have a clear like roadmap or a plan for like how are you planning to show up online.
Right. So I think number one is have a clear strategy of, you know, the why and what you're building, and then figure out the tactics of saying, here's how I'm going to build this, whether it's this, you know, whatever list. Yeah. But I think it kind of segues into the next piece.
But I was going to say too that like having a strategy, everyone's looks different. I know maybe you said this already, but everyone has like a different strategy because every business is different, and every business will have a different target audience, different means of communicating. So that's why you get in the weeds too much if you just start with the tactics. You always have to start with what's your plan. Like if you don't even want to use the word strategy, if that sounds like too intimidating, like just make a plan. Just figure out like what's my objective, what's my goal with this. So I think that's great. Good point. Definitely helpful for staying sane.
Yeah. But tell us, transitioning out of this, tell us a little bit of your perspective on social media. And how does that fit into this whole thing?
Yes, because this person did mention like Instagram and the algorithms, and I know that like Instagram is so front of mind just because I think especially too like with like millennial generation, like Instagram became like this first opportunity to like market your work and share your work for free. So everyone got kind of hooked on the drug and they're like, this is how you have to do it. But we, at least in our business, I think you'd agree, like we've been trying to put Instagram back into like, it's like put it in its place, like really just kind of reevaluate like the kind of energy and the time that we're spending around Instagram, because the key is not to put all your eggs in the Instagram basket when it comes to building an online business. I think it's a big pitfall that a lot of us easily fall into is we start
putting all our eggs in the Instagram basket.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I love
that's a
that.
dumb thing to say.
No, I love it. I think
but
it's cool.
But it's just like because Instagram really makes sense as a way to share our work. It can be tempting to build your online presence on Instagram. Mm-hmm. But like a great analogy that I love when I'm thinking about Instagram is like to build your business on Instagram or on a social media platform is like building your dream house on borrowed land, like on rented land. It's not
stings.
Yeah, it's just so important that you're focusing your energy and your efforts online in those areas that you own. Mm-hmm. Instagram could go away tomorrow. And I know that we'll be okay because we have like a thriving email list. We have a website that people can return to. We have other avenues and ways of like sharing about our brand. We have a YouTube channel now. That's great. So when it comes to building your business online, I definitely, with those tactics, I would sort out kind of like what are the means of like sharing. Yeah. And then how can I just put Instagram into like its one box and use it for what it's worth, because Instagram's a beautiful tool.
It's a beautiful tactic.
It's a beautiful tactic.
To add on to help you execute your strategy.
It should just be one tool in the toolbox. I think that's a really thing to keep in mind.
Instagram should not be your strategy. Because, like I was saying, you're building your dream house on borrowed land. You don't want to do that. Yeah. Rented land.
Yeah, and the trends change. TikTok comes around, other things come around.
And I guarantee you too, like 3 years from now, it'll be something different too. And again, and we don't own that. You don't own your follower count. You don't own the things you're posting.
Yeah, and God bless. If you don't have an email list and you're an online business, like.
All right, we'll get to it.
Okay, I'm skipping ahead.
If Instagram and all, let's say all those tactics, building on those tactics, building your dream house on it is like building on rented land. I think the opposite of building on rented land would be building on something you own, which something you own is your website.
The home base.
Your home base.
Yes. So, in talking about the strategy, I think building an online presence and not losing your mind, I think you can really start from a website and span out. If I'm just trying to give some like practical takeaways that can encourage this person.
Sure.
I think focus in on like the core, and the core of your business being like your website, your online shop. What is like your home base? Is that established? If that's not like rocking, you're not like, if you wouldn't be proud to show off your website at a dinner party on your phone to a friend, to just be like, this is what I do to a new person that you meet, then like your website needs some work. And that's where you should spend your time and attention, is starting there. Because you own that, and that's your home base, and it's always there for you.
Yes, and also presenting your offerings. Like the point of your home base, the point of your website is so that you can present your offerings to the world. Like that's the whole point. You want people to go to your website, look at the thing you're offering, see that it looks beautiful, connect with it emotionally, connect with the story, help them see themselves having that sense of like connection with the thing you're selling, and then live this beautiful cycle of like helping people out.
Yeah. So website first, if you're building an online presence, I would just start there. Like that's so important to have that. And then you can span outward from your website and focus on growing your email list, which
dude, it's so good.
Man, email for me has been the most nourishing, encouraging, exciting way to market the things that we're doing in Chez Núñez. I am obsessed with email. Yeah. And part of why I'm obsessed with it is because you don't have to play any games with the algorithm. You know that when you have people raise their hand, opt in, say, yes, I'd like to be a part of your email list, these are your core people. So already right after that, you know that you're writing to a group of people that want to hear from you. They've confirmed. It's like giving you a little boost of confidence where you're like, okay, these people want to be here. And then you get to go a step further, write your email, press send, and know that all those people have the option, they all have the opportunity to actually see the thing that you've made and that you sent them, because it's landing in an inbox. They will have that choice to read, and it's just like, it's beautiful. It's so intimate. People tend to like be in a different place, like when they're reading their emails. If they've opted in and they're excited to hear from you, then they'll be excited to kind of engage in a different way. It sparked a lot of really cool conversations for us in our community that go deeper than social media. It's just really great. It's a more profitable method of hosting launches or sales or things, because people are in the mindset to click out of their email inbox, as opposed to social media where it just like traps you and it wants to keep you inside of the platform. So
you know what I really love about
God bless, I love email. Sorry.
Same, dude. You know what I really love about email and website?
Yes.
What? Is that they're not going to go out of style anytime soon.
No.
Like, as much as TikTok, Instagram, name the next thing that's going to come
They're
out.
cool things that have
They
in the
are really
toolbox.
cool, but they're
Yeah.
going to be in and out. And again, you don't own that follower account, and that follower account does not result in sales. Like, the amount of followers you have does not equate how much money you make versus your email list or your website and how much traffic you get. Now, there is a
You start
direct
to see,
correlation
yeah.
between the things that you're selling and the people that are on your list.
So email's magical. It doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be intimidating. You can start with a very simple landing page and an invitation to your audience through social media. Like, social media should be a driver to your email list.
Yeah, it's a tactic to fulfill your strategy.
Yes, we're gonna keep driving that point. But yeah, you should be encouraging people through your social media to join your email list, and then regularly check in with them there. Provide them value. Give people a reason to like want to hear from you via email. So I'd say for the person that says, how do I grow an online presence while staying sane? Start with your website. Focus on your email list. Put Instagram like in its proper place as a tool that is very helpful for marketing, but it shouldn't be the only option for you.
Land the plane. Hit us with it, dude.
And then, well, I got 2 final points that we can talk about.
You go, girl.
Then
go for it.
you need to be consistent if you want to see growth in your business. It sounds not sexy, but you have to be consistent with the things that you're sharing and the things that you're doing. And you have to really put a limit on the amount of comparison that you're letting into your work, because that affects the sanity portion of that question. And that person was saying, like, with the crazy algorithms, how do I like, how do I practice like slow, deep, intentional, creative work? If you're letting too much comparison into the mix, like, that's gonna instantly just squash that. So consistency, no comparison. What are your thoughts?
I think with the comparison thing, so I had this switch that happened last year. I realized that I was really prioritizing Instagram in particular too highly in my mind, and I almost had paralysis analysis, because I felt like, well, I have all these people that I'm following and they're gonna judge me, or I'm not matching up to that person or that person, and then I realized, like, this is not the end all be all for the things that I'm making. So I ended up, I literally unfollowed everybody except like 40 people, which
You
was
went on a rampage.
crazy. Yeah, I went on a rampage.
Sorry, Mom. I have to
Yeah.
tell you.
And I probably offended some of my friends or some of the people that I followed, but like, for my own mental health, for my own sanity, and also for the longevity of it, it's very healthy for me, and I think also for you, for everybody, to have some kind of parameter of saying, like, I'm only gonna spend 20 minutes on this thing a day, and I'm gonna limit how many people, how many inputs are coming in, because it's easy to get in the trap of being a consumer and not a producer, not a
you want to be a creator.
a creator,
and not a
exactly.
consumer.
Yep.
Yeah. So important. So yeah, that can really help. I mean, just simply unfollowing people, that really can help limit the comparison for sure.
And then just following people. I ended up just following people that
do
inspire me.
you.
Yeah, the people that are like, the people that get me going and get me feeling like I can do it.
Yeah.
If they're doing it, I can do it too. I feel encouraged by them.
Yeah, and then from there, like, I think the rest is just consistency, because obviously growth does not happen overnight. I'll say growth does not happen overnight. It happens over time. If you want to see your business thrive, you want to see your presence online grow, you just have to set yourself some goals and commit to showing up consistency. When I started our email newsletter, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago now, I said, I'm only going to send a email every first of each month. So I just wanted to commit to 1 monthly newsletter, 12 total newsletters in the year, and I thought if I can just touch base with our email list once a month, on the first of the month, give them some value, check in, share what's on the horizon for our business, like that's good for me. And that was the goal that I started with, and I committed to once a month. Haven't missed a month, which is great. And that was enough just to give me momentum, give me traction. It gave me a reason to figure out how to send emails, how to learn the platform. And then it set the expectation for our community that they could hear from us. So just give yourself some goals and then be consistent.
Yeah.
It'll grow.
All right, so to recap, so the first point is determine your strategy and your tactics and be able to clearly define each one and what, give yourself a reason why they are what they are. Put social media in its place.
Set some boundaries.
Set some parameters, maybe unfollow a couple people, mute some people, build a website, build your dream home on land that you own.
Yes.
Focus on growing your email list so you can connect. Yes, honestly, please. If you get anything out of this video, start an email list.
Yes, and I have to just like shamelessly plug Flodesk really quick because Flodesk was the platform that really got me motivated and inspired and excited.
Flodesk is an email platform.
Yes, Flodesk is an email platform. So if you're like, email looks so daunting and scary and I'm not inspired to do it, just check out Flodesk.
Yeah, link in the description.
Yeah. Anyways, focus on growing your email list. No excuses.
Yep. And then be consistent.
Yes. We're rooting for you,
hey,
anonymous person.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're trying to be consistent with this YouTube channel. So join us in being consistent.
Oh yeah. Hold us accountable.
Subscribe. Hit the like button. But also,
give us ideas.
What are you gonna be consistent on? What are the things that you're gonna be working on? Leave it in the comments. Tell us about it.
It's a good one.
Yeah, we love you.
Yep, we believe in you.
Ooh, we did it the same time.
Oh my god. All right, we'll see you next Friday for another video.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.